So 5, we're in Florida. And Bruce says to us, you know, guys, I won't be able to be with you this Sunday. And I said, why not, Bruce? He goes, I'm speaking at a church north up in Tampa. And I said, what are you kidding? That's perfect timing. I called the Reverend when I was down there, and she said, hey, no problem. this Reverend, who you're going to see, is just absolutely unbelievable. Reverend Donna Jean. Anyway, she said, no problem. You can film it. Wonderful people all the way around up there. Great church, Harmony Church up in Tampa, which is north of Bruce, about 3 hours. Ooh, great time.
Good morning, Harmony.
Good morning.
As I have let you all know for several weeks now that this is a special day. So I'm going to ask that you please be seated for just a moment before we continue with our regular service. I'd like to introduce to you a person that has made all of this possible. Hollywood has come to the Emerald City. So
Then we think we must make the corrections and the alterations and fix something. Nothing needs to be fixed. It's perfect. Creation is perfect. God is perfect, and you're perfect. I'm perfect. We're all perfect. We're perfect creations. As long as we can remember it, we'll have the experience of that perfection. Forget it, and you'll experience something else. But again, that's a temporary experience. You know, it's not a permanent thing.
Hey, no, anyway, we're stopping. You know, that tape was just rolling with Bruce talking and everything. I had to stop it because, you know, and we're going to get a lot more Bruce. Don't get me wrong, we'll get a lot more Bruce. But you know when that Reverend who said the Emerald City, well, no, you know, she said Hollywood has come to the Emerald City. What did she say? Oh yeah, that's what she said. Hollywood has come to the Emerald City. Her name is the Reverend Donna Jean. So we went after the church service was over. We went back in her sanctuary and we said, do you mind if we film you? Boy, oh boy, she had no problem. We set the cameras up and we let them roll.
always as a child I had a sense of intuition. I would see things before they happened. Harmony is a state of being. See, I don't live in that chaos in that outside world. I don't live in fear.
Reverend Donna Jean. Katie Couric meets Annie Oakley meets...
Let the world open up for you, because everybody lives in a box. They're all living in this box of this is what you do and this is how you do it. And once you pass that, once you have an experience like so many people are having, there isn't anybody to explain it to you. Buddha came before Christ. He said, karmic wheel of suffering, you do to me, I do to you, lifetime after lifetime, until somebody says, stop the music. It has to stop. Lenny Bruce said if we had electrocuted Christ, we'd all walk around with gold electric chairs around our necks.
Joan Rivers meets...
I actually feel extremely good about it. I think that it's because the intention of the work that's being done and Bruce's experience is something that, a story that needs to be told. But there are a million stories, and all of them need to be told. But the fact that he has a great crew behind him, people that actually believe in him, because that's all you need, is somebody else to believe in you and not think you're crazy.
Tammy Faye meets...
This is a dream for Bruce. Did he ever think that he would get this far, that he would have somebody that believed in him? I have a room full of people that have written a book. Can't get an agent, can't get anybody to listen to them. And they come to me for readings and say, okay, what do I need to do with this? And I'm like, you know, you just have to surrender it, and it'll be what it needs to be.
Elizabeth Hasselbeck meets...
You do your job, and let Bruce do his job. Let the Holy Spirit work, and it'll be exactly what it needs to be. You are touching a lot of people with this.
Dolly Parton meets...
You know, when you work for God, and Bruce is obviously under the employment of God, to bring a message through like this, to help people that are struggling, because I believe that it's religion that keeps us separate. You know, whose God is the best God? You know, well, we're the chosen people. And there's no end to this. There's no end. They can't see humanity. And I think our greatest challenge is not in terrorism or the terrorists, but in the elements. We've got some serious earth changes coming, and nobody's paying any attention to this.
Ellen DeGeneres meets...
But I believe, and what I have been told, that proof is coming, irrefutable proof of the truth, and religion as we know it. And I think that's the end of the Mayan calendar. I think that's the end of the world as we know it, when the truth comes. That's what I believe. And trans.
You